This is MB Confidential. We're going to do something different today. I'm standing here on Duncan Avenue in the hill section, looking out at the ocean. And if you know Duncan Avenue, you probably know Duncan Place. It's an alley. But what about Duncan Drive? Did you know there's a Duncan Drive east of the highway? Now if we look across the Pulvita, you see it's basically a continuation of Duncan Ave on this side. But this is the interesting part. This little part of the street, Duncan Drive, looks a lot like a private street. In fact, there's no outlet, and there's only 6 or 7 houses on it. There's a new listing here we're going to go check out. So, before we continue up this way, let's just take note of the car wash and the Skechers building up beyond. This land was once occupied by the ranch of the first official Manhattan Beach landowner, homeowner anyway, a guy named Blanton Duncan. Duncan, hence 3 streets named Duncan. He was a colonel in the Confederate Army, son of a congressman from Kentucky, and apparently made a bunch of his money literally printing money. Money for the Confederacy, but, well, that was a long time ago. Let's go check out this house. So we're going to see 1160 Duncan Drive. And speaking of 60, the vintage of this house is 1965. Inside, they tell me it's going to feel like that. But here's what's interesting. It's a big lot with views like that. Let's go inside. Yeah, they warned us it would be the 60s in here, and it is. Unimproved since 1965. It's those views, though, that's what we came for. We'll get a better sense of that outside. One of the questions you have with these old houses is, can the existing house be spiffed up and brought up to speed? I don't know if that's going to be the plan here. So out on the deck here, we're looking more or less due north, maybe even northwest. And let's do a pan. I see Century City, I think, in frame there. And then we'll come across East Manhattan, treetops, rooftops, the water tower there, but then just to the left of the water tower is downtown LA. The whole mountain range up at the northern end of the basin, and that looks like Baldy with some snow. I can see it with my eyes, hope it shows up on the frame. And even as we pan all the way over, catching the foothills out in South Orange County. If I'm not kidding myself, I think I might actually see the port down in Long Beach, LA, San Pedro. Alright, so spectacular views. Really views like you don't find anywhere else. Now the lot, you'll see, it's gigantic, 18,300 square feet. Not much of this lot or yard is being used. But if you shore it up right, you could have both a huge house and a good amount of yard. That block wall, by the way, I'm told that's not necessarily the property line. They think it's another several feet beyond. The current house here just doesn't use up a lot much. Well, we learned something today. There are 3 Duncans in Manhattan Beach. One of them, you can own a little slice of it for $2.65 million and build your dream house and have views like that, just like Blanton Duncan once did.